Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers that pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, this lesson is going to be real quick. All right. Basically, it's at any minute. Any minute now, okay, anything can happen. Any minute now, anything can happen. All right, everything is in place. Everything is set up and ready to go. Right, including the Walmart. Okay, Walmart's ready to go. All right, and here it is. Here's all hell. Okay, let's start from the top. This is the Most High's plan, and it shall come to pass. All right, there ain't no pre-tribulation rapture. That's bullshit. Okay. Now, when you start at the top, you start with the Most High Yahweh Shem Shah, then directly to his people. All right. Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay. And we'll save that part. Jacob's trouble. What is Jacob's trouble? Is what's going to happen to the Most High's people. Okay. All of you. Some of you, right, are going to make it through that. Some of you are not. Okay. Let's go to Jeremiah 6. And where this happened a couple of thousand years ago, 3.5, it's about to happen again. Okay. Because that which hath passed is now. Paraphrasing, all right? So, what am I looking for? We'll start right here, 21. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power. Thus saith there, Salakia. Jeremiah 6:21. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I, the Most High, will lay stumbling blocks before this people. What people? Before Jacob. Okay? And the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish. His brother. Okay? Shall perish. Who's going to perish? The 2/3. But the elect shall be saved out of it. But when the Most High starts with his people, okay, there's a fraction that are going to perish. There's a fraction that are going to make it through. And then it continues on with the other nations. They're going to be part of that thing too. All right? But the Most High only cares about his people. All right? So the coming calamities upon the whole earth, right, starts with Jake. All right? So there's a percentage of you, Jake, 2/3 is the percentage that are going to catch hell. And then the other nations, and then the wicked, who are part of the other nations, but specifically, it's going to come down upon Idumea. All right? Now, before it comes down upon Idumea, the Most High has to use these Idumeans for what? To come down on Jake. All right? Let's see. Let's just start right here. Ooh. And I want to go to a different, let's go to the NLT. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Okay. We start right here. Up a little bit. What is going to happen in Jacob's trouble? You're going to get ran up on. Okay. What are some of the things what's the first thing that's going to happen to set this thing off? All right. Everything is set up for what? For lights out. Okay. Lights out is what's next. All right. What does that mean? That means they're going to shut the grid down, which is going to set into motion a number of things. Starvation. Okay. Panic. Fear. All right. Mayhem. What is Jake going to do? Jake going to go straight after his neighbor. All right. Let's start right here. Who's coming after you? All right. Did we mention Walmart? Who's coming to put you in that Walmart center? Jeremiah 6:24. We have heard reports about the enemy. Who's that? Okay. Who's your enemy? We could go to Psalm 83 and break it down. Who's at the top of the list? And we wring our hands in fright when you should be fearing the Most High. Pangs of anguish have gripped us like those of a woman in labor. Don't go out to the fields. Don't travel on the roads. The enemy's sword is everywhere. Okay? Now, who's the sword of the Most High? Our enemy, and he's got his guns and weapons ready for you and terrorizes us at every turn. Who's that? Okay? They got that Walmart ready for you. Here it is. You robbed the Walmart, but you're about to get robbed and spoiled right up in there. Oh, my people, dress yourselves in burlap and sit among the ashes. You should be in mourning right now. Mourn and weep bitterly as for the loss of an only son. For suddenly, see that word, suddenly, the destroying armies will be upon you, knocking at your door, battering ram. You ain't got nowhere to go. You wasn't ready. All right? Let's see. Okay, good enough. So, what's coming after you? All right? See, this Third World War is going to jump off. What are you supposed to be doing here in Babylon? While Babylon, the Most High is going to tell, he's going to take away far off the northern army, right? Let's see. Far off. Let me see if I can get it. Far off the northern. Slovakia might not be able to find it. Okay. Let's see. Right here, Joel. Okay, what is about to happen here? All right. Joel 2:20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, that's in the Middle East. And his stink shall come up, and his savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. Okay, so while our military is away, they're going to have UN troops over here doing what? Loading your ass up into a Walmart somewhere. Okay? And you have no idea. So these things work in tandem. Why? How is the Most High going to remove far off from us the northern, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate? Okay? Let's get that. Let's go to Joel 3 and 2. Let's get that. I will gather the armies of the world into the Middle East. Salaki, the valley of Yahushua. Okay? That's that World War III. So while World War III is jumping off, okay, what's going to happen to you? Well, you're going to be thrown in. See, all of these things are going to happen simultaneously. Okay? What do you do? What happened to Ammon during World War II? They got rounded up. And whereas they didn't have a Walmart at the time, they were definitely taken to the sea camp. All right? And it wasn't no roasting marshmallows jumping off. Okay? There's a whole bunch of work. Internment. Okay? And what they got waiting for you in them sea camps, right? First you have to, they got to clear and check your ass. And then make you part of the new system that's coming. All right? That number. What happened to the so-called JJs in World War II? Okay? Well, the Adolf Schicklgruber gave them a number, right? Well, now it's on the real Jakes. It's on the real Jakes to get that real number, which is a C hip. It ain't no tattoo on your hand. Okay, it's the same thing. The first one was a drill. It was a rehearsal drill. Now they're about to try to pull off the real thing. So, where do we go? All right. This is Canadian Prepper. One day ago, and this is Paramount. All right, this came out yesterday after I made my video. This came out, and what struck me was the comments. So, and this is really short. We'll listen to a little bit of it. We won't go into it, but what he's gonna say. All right. Here's what he's gonna say. Vlad. There was another attempt on Vlad, right? That would be like, for example, see, and nobody knows. You Babylonians, you don't even know because they didn't put it in the mainstream. They covered it up with this guy Tucker Carlson, right? They made such a big thing about Tucker Carlson that you didn't even know what's going on the battlefield over in Eastern Europe. All right. If somebody, if Vladimir Putin, if Xi Jinping, if the Carmanians, if the Iranians made an attempt on Sleepy Joe, tried to kill your president, right, by sending drones, that would be a declaration of war at the highest level, would it not? Well, that's what happened.
So we got some breaking news on the World War III front. 4 big things have just happened in the past couple hours. We had some attacks on St. Petersburg. It appears explosions have rung out at an air base that apparently houses military aircraft in St. Petersburg.
In Russia. Somebody's flying drones in Russia. If anybody, if Mexico flew a drone, right, inside the continental U.S., what would happen? If Russia flew an attack drone inside the continental U.S. and was blowing shit up, what would happen? So this is what they're saying, attack on St. Petersburg, which used to be the capital of Russia. Okay? There's an attack. This is World War III. They're not saying it. This is World War III. They got Vlad is running. They got him. They got him on the run. See, people don't understand. They got this nigga on the run, ducking and hiding in bunkers and shit. That's World War III. Okay, so what do they have to do here? They're about to send the Northern Army the Most High is going to send the Northern Army afar off. This thing is going to escalate quick. This is an escalation. All right? Vlad is mad. All right? They're bombing Russia right now. Inside Russia. If they were bombing in the U.S., every so-called patriot would rise up talking about, let's go get, they forget about everything that's going on here. and run. Let's go get them. Let's go get them. Right? Fools are being enlisted, right, to go die.
Some attacks on St. Petersburg, it appears explosions have rung out at an air base that apparently houses military aircraft in St.
In
Petersburg.
Russia.
This is Russia's second largest city. It is far removed from Ukraine, signaling that this might have been either a drone attack or maybe it was another act of sabotage. We really don't know. A lot of this is coming from social media, so we have to take it all with a grain of salt. However, we also have this footage that claims to show Vladimir Putin being rushed off in a very emergent fashion to the Kremlin. These cars are traveling very fast. Was he being taken to a bunker in anticipation of a pending attack? It's possible because last month in St. Petersburg, Russia's most prominent, or one of their most prominent bloggers, who was very pro war, was assassinated in St. Petersburg along with 40 other people who were.
You hear that? This is World War III. Been going on under everybody's nose, and you worried about Tucker Carlson.
Bunker in anticipation of a pending attack. It's possible because last month in St. Petersburg, Russia's most prominent, or one of their most prominent bloggers, who was very pro war, was assassinated in St. Petersburg along with 40 other people who were casualties of that explosion. So they're probably taking this seriously. Now, you need to understand the context of all this that's happening. Xi Jinping, the leader of China, phones Zelensky today. Now, at first, I'm kind of hopeful, but then I get to thinking about, okay, why would this be happening right now? Typically, this level of diplomacy is going to happen before something big is about to happen, either in an attempt to stop it, in an attempt to delay it, slow it down, whatever the case might be. What has happened is that the Ukrainians have.
You know, that's all we got to do. Go back and watch this if you want to. This is huge news. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at some of these comments, okay? A lot of them are like this, oh shit, that's it. Because they get it. These people watching this guy, right, are up on current events. They see what's going on. And then if you're not watching a reputable news source, which usually is being demonized, right, about to be taken down, like the men of the Lord, starting there, right? We're noising abroad things like this. While you got the mainstream media playing games. Oh, Don Lemonade got fired for standing up. Tucker went down. All right. Let's read this. Keep informing us, Nate. Most folks that come to your channel do not get depressed hearing about real data, real world events unfold. That's saying everything. That is exactly why we come here. Okay, so that's saying something about the channel itself and the actual news that they're getting, and they appreciate this where they're not getting it anywhere else. And you will see that time and again with these comments. But those aren't the comments I'm looking for. I'm looking for the ones that say, oh, I guess this is it. I guess this is it. Okay? Let's look for both of those. What I love about your map and your reporting is the fact that I feel I am getting news which concerns the whole world rather than just a corner or what other channels want to put out, right? So thank you for all that you do in this information. May God be with you and your family. Okay, so that's basically saying, hey, we know that this is it. All right. You break it down so simple for everyone to understand. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication. Let's see. I'm here watching every day. You are literally the news. You cannot find this content anywhere else. No one is talking about the real scope of our world like you do. Thank you so much. We literally would be lost without this information. Okay, so now you get the point there. Let's see. Let me get, bear with me here. You make the difference. Complaining, doom and gloom. Thank you from America for showing the real news of what's going on more and more. We all have to deal with what's coming either way. World events, geopolitical. Let's see. Let's see. Sickening. I'm scanning, so. The calm before the storm, something big is coming, and the Chinese know it, right? Because Xi tried to call Zelensky and say, "What the fuck, dude? You guys are about to, you guys are pushing this damn thing." Let's read this. It's amazing how a war across the world can affect things on the other side of the world, and some people have no idea. Okay. See, people, they understand what is about to go. It says, "I'm as prepared as I can be, but obviously you can always do more." I think when you've been through some rough times and survive, it makes you more able to put it all to the back of your mind and enjoy the simple things in life. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. People are understanding through this information what time we're in. Even down here in Australia, there's quite a bit of military movement as well. Let's see. Bear with me. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's congratulating him on his great work, right? But what it's doing, right, is it's bringing you to the realization that this thing is over, right? Let's see. Very well said. At 1830, this video makes me feel the seriousness of it all. And I've really come to cherish all this moments of peace, these prior to SHTF, because no matter how hard our days go, to know that it's about to get worst, WRSE, not T, it makes me get ready and then enjoy the peace while it lasts. Okay? So people know while it lasts. See, when you read into this, you understand where this thing is going. And where is it going? Okay? Well, we're at the end. All right? When you understand the magnitude of them chasing down Vlad. We're chasing down Vlad. That only means one thing. Okay? It only means one thing. It means that we're at the end of this. Right? Anyway, I'm not seeing what I want to, almost as though they're expunging. All right. A game changer for preparedness. Nate, last time you said that, it was a shovel. that's funny. All right. There's an update every day. Okay. Letting you know how quickly this thing is going. So anyway, let me see. Yeah, everybody's pretty much thankful. People have to keep their eyes on Israel as they are the key point to what happens in the world. And who would that be? It's the men of the Lord. Okay, not only Israel, but the elect of Israel. So get that right. All right, so yeah. If you don't know what's coming and you're getting the wrong information, you're going to be taken. All right. See, even knowing this and knowing that that the war is happening, right? What about what's going on here? What about what's going to go on here? Let's get that. We'll go ahead and close. As long as you know. Let's get Isaiah 19, yeah. What about you Babylonians? Let's start right here. Here's what's going to happen in America. Okay, first let's get Revelation 11. Revelation 11 and 8. Their dead bodies will lie in the street of the great city, figuratively. Let's get KJV. Spiritually, not figuratively. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. So America is spiritually called Egypt. Okay, where also our Lord was crucified. So now we go back knowing that America is being referred to as Egypt. Right? Now, Isaiah. So I will incite American against American. What's going to be going on while the Northern Army is afar off? Okay. Well, the blue hats are going to be here, doing what? Fight, refereeing, if you will, and gaffling up these Egyptians, because the Most High is going to incite American against American. Brother will fight against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? Then the spirit of the Egyptians will be emptied out from among them, right? And I will frustrate their plans so that they will resort to idols and spirits of the dead, to mediums and spiritists. Okay? You're going to be praying to Caesar Borgia in that day. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be laughing. All right, we're going to close with this. 2nd Ezra 6. Okay, because we're in this time. We're at the very end here. All right. with the closer World War III comes, and we understand that there's got to be movement in the Middle East, okay, and there's got to be movement with the CHIP, and it's all happening at the same time. Right? All these things are moving together in concert. All right, so let's jump down to 22, 2 Ezra 6 and 22, and suddenly, okay, shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Okay? Hey, at any time, anything can go down. Starting with what? With that lights out, right? At any time, see, at any minute, at any minute, any day, at any moment, at any day. All right? So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. Get yourself ready. All right? Get yourself ready, which means at this point, having as much information as you can have, starting with the truth, right? The One West, GMS, 100% truth. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and few sisters with that shalom.